Welcome to Brunswick Biz on ATMC TV. I'm your host, Kat Hustis. This month we have a great lineup for you guys. We first visit with Anaya Salon, then Calabash Elks Lodge, and lastly with Coastal Race Productions. Stay tuned for the next 30 minutes as we connect Brunswick County, one business at a time. With Lisa and Jim Anderson, owners of the spa at Anaya Salon right here in Holden Beach. Excited to be here because there's not a lot of places like this in this area. So thanks for letting us come in and do the interview.
Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, we appreciate it. First, tell our viewers a little bit about your background. Why are you even in this kind of business?
We opened this business here because when we moved down a few years ago, we, especially Lisa, struggled with the fact that most of the ladies had to go to Wilmington or Myrtle Beach to find good quality service. And Lisa's been in the business for 35 years, so we thought we'd open up something. The problem was we didn't know where, we didn't have the money, we had 100 questions and we didn't know what to do about it. So we basically just started praying, Lord, make what happened need to happen, you know, take care of things for us and make it work. And everything that needed to happen did happen so we could open up. And that's why the spa is called Anaya Salon, because Anaya means God answered.
Well, that's a great story. I'm glad our viewers could hear that. It's very emotional, I know, but definitely something that really hits home for you guys. So, Lisa, tell us a little bit about your crew here. Who's on your team and what services do y'all offer?
Okay. I myself am a keratin certified. We are a keratin complex salon. I have Tia from Boston, and I have Billie Jean, who is from Whiteville. I have Jennifer, who is from Pennsylvania. I have Elizabeth, and she's from right here in Holden Beach. And then my husband, Jim, is one of our nail techs, and he is from Raleigh.
Excellent. So what all can people get here? When they come in and they want just a spa service, what services are here?
We are a complete spa. We do everything from hair to waxing, facials, massage, manicures, pedicures, shellac.
So let's first start off with hair. You have lots of different services that people can get done to their hair. So tell us a little bit about those and maybe if you do certain ages or if you just stick to male or female.
We are a keratin complex signature salon, and we do male and female, also children. One of the reasons we decided to go with Keratin Complex is because they are #1 in the industry for their smoothing treatment. They've been #1 for 7 years straight in a row.
Oh, wow.
They have a product that has the ability to straighten the hair with natural keratin oil that is derived from sheep's wool.
Oh, wow.
So it is a natural keratin, not a synthetic keratin.
Okay, I bet people will like that. Good. Now you're a nail technician.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about what people are going to experience when they come in for a manicure and pedicure.
We've got manicures from a miniature manicure, which is 30 minutes without a massage, a regular standard manicure. We do the clean up the nails, get the right cuticle treatments on, massage the hand, fingers, arms. We can do a standard polish, which is our Vinyl Lux, or a shellac, which is similar to the OPI gels, but it's a C&D product, so it is a higher quality than most of the gels that people see. We do that for the manicures. We've got regular and spa pedicures that we do, which would include up to hot towels and masks on the feet, and of course the massage and the scrubs and the soaks for that. And with the massage chairs, for the pedicure chairs, people seem to really like the experience.
Well, that sounds great. Sounds very luxurious to come in here and get all that done. And now you mentioned massage for the hands and the feet, but I know that you also said that you do full body massage and have a little room back here that stuff can take place in. So tell us a little bit about what kind of packages people can get with getting a massage.
We have a full day that includes every service that we have in the salon. That would include lunch also, but we also do just individual massage. We do couples massage. We do pregnancy massage. We do some detox, trigger point therapy.
That's great. So do you do a deep tissue?
We do a deep tissue also.
Okay, wow. And so you just mentioned that someone can come in and get a full day package here and lunch and everything like that. So how far in advance would they need to call if they were looking for something like that?
Probably about 2 weeks ahead.
Okay. Well, that'd be great for any kind of birthday. Maybe someone wants to treat their mom or dad or anything like that. That would be a great thing to have.
We also have bridal packages for the bridal parties to come in and do the same types of things.
Okay, that's another question I want to ask. I know people, obviously this area is big for weddings and we're right in the middle of wedding season. So y'all do offer some wedding packages?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
We offer several wedding packages. For parties of 8 or more, we will shut down the salon and let them have the whole salon the whole day.
Very good. And that would entail if they wanted to get hair, their nails done, could they do makeup here?
Makeup. Facials,
Okay.
massage.
Wow, so get a little bit of everything. What makes you stand out as a salon here in Brunswick County?
Well, I think the biggest thing is education. All of my girls are educated. We require them to have a certain amount of hours each year for education. I myself have been trained by some of the pioneers in the industry, along with Tia. Tia's been in the business also about 30 years. I've been in the business 35.
Wow.
For example, I am not required by the state of North Carolina to take education and have not been for 15 years. Tia has not had to in about 10 years. But we go to the national show every year. We do all of the smaller shows in the area. I've just been selected to go to a cutting class with one of the pioneers in our industry, Mr. Philip Wilson. He picks only 15 in North Carolina, and I was number 9.
Oh, wow. So you got chosen for that.
Right.
Very good. And another thing I want to ask before we wrap up, I've heard about your wig program that you do here, and I just want to know, I'm sure our viewers do too, what is it that you do with the wigs and why do you do it?
We started a wig program through Anaya's Friends Are By Your Side, which is through the Martino Cartier Foundation.
Okay.
And they donate wigs at their expense to us, and we buy them using donations we receive from clients, using the wigs mostly for people that have gone through chemo or some other illness, have lost their hair, and can't afford to get a good quality wig. They come in here, Lisa measures them and checks out what they've got going on with their hair now to see what we can do, orders the right wig for them, make sure we've got the right color and style that they want. Whenever it comes to time to put the wig on, they come in, get fit for the wig right, get it styled and cut and colored right just like they want it. We've got access to counselors and prayer warriors that come in and meet and make it more of an uplifting party type of atmosphere versus an "oh no, I've lost my hair."
Wow, that's
atmosphere.
Amazing. I love that. What a great story. Because like you said, that is a very emotional time for everyone, but to have something positive come from it and just a little bit more uplifting on that day, that's nice. That's a great way to give back. So, very good. I have really enjoyed this interview. Before we go, tell our viewers your contact information, where you're located, a phone number, just any way that they can get in contact with you or just get some more information.
Okay. Our address is 1100 Suite 3, Sabbath Home Road in Holden Beach. Our phone number is 910-842-4900. Our website is anayasalon.com. And there's all kinds of contact information through the website that you can get also, including booking an appointment online.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys again. Y'all are doing great things for the salon and great things for the community, so we appreciate it.
Thank you. We're loving the opportunity to be here.
Absolutely. Here at the Calabash Elks Lodge right here in Calabash. I'm with Malcolm Jagger, Mike Treshak, and Juanita Adams. Thanks for all three of you being on the show today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
We're very excited. This is kind of a different business for us to come out and see, and we're excited to see all the different aspects that y'all have here at the Calabash Elks Lodge. So, Malcolm, first start off by telling us a little bit about the background and what it is that y'all do here.
Okay, as you said, I'm Malcolm Jaggard. This year I'm the Exalted Ruler, which is really a fancy name for president of the corporation. I'm also chairman of the board, so I basically oversee the operational side of things here. Then Mike Treshak, he is our communications and marketing director, and he also has a role to play on our Veterans Affairs Committee, which he will talk about later. And then Juanita Adams. She is chairman of our youth activities programs, which is also an important piece of what we do here.
Very good. So what are the services that are offered here at the Calabash Elks Lodge?
Well, I think one of the things to understand is that it is a benevolent organization and founded as the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks, headquartered in Chicago, and mainly we are focused on charitable activities. However, we also have a very thriving social part of our organization, which is the foundation of everything we do. So nationally, we have something like 850,000 members, spread across 2,000 lodges throughout the United States. And we are focused in three main areas, as I said. One is veterans programs, which is helping our veterans, and also, where appropriate, our serving military. Also, our local youth and local community needs in Brunswick County that may need our help. So it's a fairly broad spectrum of what we do, from the benevolent part, which we like to describe, which is really the giving, but also the fraternal part, which is enjoying ourselves, enjoying each other's company. And the motto of the order, in fact, is Elks Care, Elks Share.
Very
now,
nice.
this lodge was founded about 30 years ago and had a very interesting beginning. A group of men used to meet in a local barber shop, and they decided that they ought to form a lodge and meet and greet and enjoy each other's company, and also think about how they would help with the community. So on February the 12th, 1984, the Calabash Lodge, number 2679, was founded, and from that we've grown into this big building. Our membership has grown since that time. We are thriving and very vibrant and very active in our community.
Very great. That's wonderful. It sounds like y'all do so much for the community. So speaking of Brunswick County, how does Brunswick County benefit from the services that y'all give back?
Well, why don't I hand it over firstly to Juanita Adams to talk about what we do for our youth in Brunswick County, and then Mike would talk about a very important part of what we do, and that's supporting our veterans also in this area. So, Juanita.
Thank you, Malcolm. The Elks in general are very much involved with youth, and nationally they give $4 million in scholarships alone. But here in Calabash, during our fiscal year last year, we took 30 children from the Waccamaw Home for Boys and Girls to the Pelicans game down in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
Then we partnered with the local town of Calabash, and we did a trunk or treat, which was like trick or treat, but we kept our children right across the street in the local park, and they paraded around in costume, and we gave them candy and things so that they were safe during the Halloween activities. Then at Christmas time, we provided 92 children and their families with food, clothing, gifts, and visit from Santa, and we buddied up with the Rotary as well as Toys for Tots at that time. We made a $300 donation to the Boy Scouts of America here in Brunswick County. At Valentine's Day, we brought chocolates and teddy bears to the Waccamaw Home for Boys and Girls again. And then just recently, we sent 2 girls from the Waccamaw Home to the prom, and I personally brought them to Amanda's in Conway, and we bought the gowns, the jewelry, the handbag, the shoes, the whole 9 yards, and we sent 2 girls as Cinderellas to the prom.
Very
so
special.
we're very proud of the work that we do here, but we're just as proud of the Veterans Affairs Committee, and I'm going to allow Mike to talk about that.
Sure.
Oh, thanks, Juanita. Yes, Kat, 98 years ago, in the throes of World War I, back in 1917, the Elks made a pledge to our veterans, and the pledge goes like this: so long as there are veterans, we shall never forget them. And every Elk and every Elks Lodge has lived up to that pledge over those 98 years. The Calabash Elks Lodge is no different. We have what we call our Veterans Affairs Committee. We fondly, refer to it as our VAC. You can see on my little shirt here, the VAC.
Right.
Okay. And our VAC consists of 30-some very dedicated men and women volunteers who plan, organize, fund, and execute about a dozen different activities each year for our veterans. And that benefits basically locally, veterans and veterans programs anywhere from Little River, South Carolina up to Wilmington, North Carolina. We're a sponsor of the North Carolina State Veterans Retirement Home near Fort Bragg in Fayetteville. And we've adopted a Wounded Warrior Battalion at the Naval Hospital in Camp Lejeune up in Jacksonville. And so all these organizations benefit from our VAC. Last year alone, we gave over $14,000 in cash donations and or goods or services to all the veterans and the veterans programs. So regardless of whether it's our traditional Thanksgiving luncheon at the retirement home or a barbecue Memorial Day weekend, or whether we're giving hundreds of gift cards and thousands of candy bars to the Wounded Warriors up at Camp Lejeune, you know, the Elks here, especially at Calabash, have lived up and honored that pledge of so long as there are veterans, we shall never forget them.
That's wonderful.
It is, it is.
Y'all give back so much.
Yeah, and from the local community perspective, we have something like 30 local charities on our list, and I'll give you some examples. We re-equipped the Calabash Town Park across the street here with new playground equipment. We donated $4,000 to the Waccamaw School in Ash, North Carolina, to re-equip books in their media center. We totally put in a new kitchen in the Hope Harbor Home for Battered Women. We also provide like $2,500 of scholarships to local high school children. So broadly, we have a lot of commitment to that. On the back of, as we talked about before, the fact that we have a thriving social life here, which we use to build the teamwork and to solicit ideas that we can expand our charitable giving. So it's a very big organization we support here.
Very good. I want to go back to the fact that your social area is thriving, because that's something that's really great too, because people need that in the area as well. What are some of the events that y'all hold here?
Well, we have several different types of events. We have events which are open to the public. We have events which are really restricted to different types of organizations that plan to use our facilities. And then we have events, you know, just for members and guests. We have open houses here, which we invite people to come and see the facility and be able to participate in it. On a routine basis, we open to several different organizations. For example, on a weekly basis, the North American Retired Federal Employees organization has a lunch here. We have a Mahjong group here. They're setting up as we speak out there for Mahjong today. We have card schools. We have line dancing. We have an artist group that meets here. So this facility is used very extensively for all sorts of different organizations, and basically, you know, we are open to anything that people could use the facility for.
Yeah, and I saw a big sign of bingo when we were coming in, so I know that y'all hold that here. And
yes, our weekly bingo is extremely popular, and it's a charity bingo. In fact, the one game every week, they set aside the proceeds of that game, which they use for charity. And we have a committee of bingo volunteers plus players, and they sit and they actually decide which local charities they're going to give to. They've got something like 23 local Brunswick County charities. And in fact, since November last year, they've donated 10 $300 checks to individual charities in this area. So they not only have a great time there, and we provide food and for them when they're playing, but they also understand that they also have a part of giving back to the community.
Right. Very good. Now, I wanted to ask about the dining, because I know that y'all have that here, and it's something that is very big here too. Y'all have a great bar set up, and like you said, people can come in for a lunch that are members and bring their guests. So tell us a little bit about the dining.
Well, we're open, the social club side of it, we're open from 11 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the evening during the week, and then from 12 o'clock to 9 at the weekend. And every day in the week we have a very extensive lunch menu. On Mondays and Fridays we offer dinner, and on Fridays that dinner arrangements are interspersed with things such as trivia, and then dinner dancing with a full plated service, followed by entertainment and dancing. So that's really for members and guests, and that's very popular.
Okay, very good. Now before we wrap up, Mike, can you give us your contact information if people are interested in becoming members? I know that y'all are open to hearing if people want to hold events here. What's the best way for them to get in touch with y'all?
Sure. As you say, we are entertaining memberships right now, and the best way to get in contact with us is you can find us at 937 Carter Drive here in Calabash. We're right underneath the big Calabash White Water Tower behind the...
People should know where that is.
Yeah, behind the Calabash Fire Department. You can always find us on the web at www.calabashelks.org. We are now on Facebook also. Or you can give us a call at area code 910, and the number is 575-4600.
Very good. Well, we really appreciate it. Y'all have given us some great information, some really great details that I know people are going to be interested in hearing, just whether it's about becoming members or just knowing how y'all give back to the community. So thanks for taking the time to sit down with us. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
I'm here with Jonna Taragna and David Hutnick, both owners of Coast Race Productions. Very cool business you guys have going on. And you might remember Jonna from last month when you were doing hairdo, but this is another business that y'all do. So thanks for doing it and thanks for joining us today.
You bet.
So tell us a little bit about Coastal Race Productions, a little bit about the background of what it is and why even start this in Brunswick County.
Well, we have both lived here in the Sunset Beach area for a little over 3 years, and I had participated in a race, and it wasn't put together very well, and I don't want to name names or anything like that, but we were sitting around, actually I think it was Thanksgiving Day, talking about races and how we would love to just bring a top-notch event to an area we've grown to love.
Yeah, very cool. So what services do you offer?
Well, everything from on the race management side, from arranging the timer, the T-shirts, the medals, marketing the events, everything from getting the website together and getting runners here.
Okay, so y'all have a big race that y'all do, and it's a series of races. So tell us a little bit about those races that are held right here on the beaches of Brunswick County.
Okay, we do have a series that consists of Sunset Beach, Ocean Isle, and Holden Beach. They all have a 1 mile, 5K, and a half marathon.
Very cool. So when people sign up for one, what would the day look like?
So in the morning we start with a half marathon, usually about 7 o'clock in the morning, because that one
Okay.
takes a little bit longer.
Right.
For Run Sunset Beach, we go out to the beach where they'll start right under the pier for the 1 mile, and then we come back to the road for the 5K. It starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then after that, we throw a big after party, which is free to spectators, runners, a bunch of free
wow.
food provided by our sponsors, music, awards, and we just have a great time.
Very cool. So you've got Sunset Beach, and then, which was last month, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and then, so in the future of 2015, you'll be having Ocean Isle Beach and Holden Beach.
Yep, Holden Beach is September 12th, and
Okay.
Ocean Isle Beach is October 3rd.
Okay, very good. And now y'all are holding the medals that were given out for the sunset. Now tell us a little bit about these medals, because these are pretty fancy, I would say.
They are. We wanted to do something top-notch for the races, and this is for the 5K, and David has the half marathon
Wow.
medal. And if you run all three in the series, they come together with internal magnets and
Okay.
form the largest race series medal in the world.
How cool is that? That is so neat.
And I'd like to add, I've got an 8-year-old daughter, and we would take her to 5Ks where she would get a little medal.
Right.
And, I just felt like the little kids should get the biggest thing. So we want to make sure all the kids, the 5Kers still get this big medal.
Right.
And then the half marathons we do something extra for. So we
Great.
do T-shirts, really nice T-shirts that are kid sizes and adult sizes, and then
Okay.
everyone gets a medal.
Very good. And now you don't have to win the race to get a medal.
No.
So
No, all
all the
finishers.
participants, wow.
Everyone gets a
Very
medal.
good. And now when you put them all together, you said it makes the largest one in the world.
Yes.
Very neat. Now, what if someone is wondering if they could put together a race and maybe that they just need some help, maybe like you said, managing or possibly a website? Is that a service that y'all are able to offer?
Yes.
Definitely. So we worked with the Brunswick Family Assistance. We're going to be managing that one August 22nd. It's in Sea Trail, a 5K, and we added a 15K this year for the Brunswick Family Assistance race.
Okay.
And then also the Chamber of Commerce normally has their Oyster Festival Road race October 18th this year, and we'll be managing that for them.
Okay. And just in case our viewers don't know exactly what the 5K and the half marathon, how long is that distance?
The 5K is 3.1 miles, and
Okay.
the half marathon is 13.1.
Okay. And now y'all both obviously like to run.
Yes.
Okay. So do y'all participate in half marathons as well? Or full marathons, maybe?
Yep.
Yep. We both, honestly, we travel to a lot of them as a family and really enjoy it.
Yeah. Very good.
So we not only travel to other races as a family, but come race day, if it weren't for our family, everybody just jumps in and pitches in and makes the race day all come together.
Yeah.
So that's been a really neat thing to sit back and watch.
That's awesome.
Watch also. But I guess what really started my passion for running
Yeah.
is about 8 years ago I went through cancer, and while I was going through treatments, I had made a list of things I had wanted to do when I was younger and never did, and to complete a marathon was on that list. And so I decided when I had gotten through the treatments and everything to put on a pair of running shoes and get started, and
Yeah.
really could not go far in the beginning at all. I'd judge it by my mailbox, my neighbor's mailbox,
Oh, wow.
that kind of thing, and just continued to go further and further until I really grew a love for it. It helps with every aspect of life, I think. Depression, it makes you feel accomplished, and it really helps you to feel like you can accomplish anything. And
Right.
so I not only am passionate about running, but I want to share that with other people too. I want them to feel that same sense of accomplishment and live a healthy lifestyle.
Very good. Well, that's great. And I'm sure you share the same passion for running as well.
I do. We're one big family. At race day, my daughter jumps in. She's 8 and helps out with getting T-shirts.
Yeah.
My wife Jackie, she's helping out with registration, and her husband Terry is helping out with everything from parking to anything
That's
we need.
awesome.
So it's
That's
one big family
wonderful.
event.
What a
Yeah.
great family business to have
fun.
going.
It is
It's a lot of fun.
wonderful.
Yeah. And so with y'all growing, I'm sure there's even more races that you're adding to the schedule.
Absolutely. So we've got Run Sunset Beach, which was just back in May 16th. The next race is Brunswick Family Assistance is August 22nd. We do 2 races in October, which Run Ocean Isle Beach is October 3rd.
Okay.
Oyster Festival race is October 13th. We have Run Holden Beach back in September 12th, skipping back there. We do the Turkey Trot is Thanksgiving morning. It's more of a traditional run through
Okay.
Calabash. And then day 1 run in Charlotte, January 1st. It's often called a resolution run, but it's a great way to kick off the year and be healthy.
Yeah, that's great. Can you show them
Yeah.
just what it would look like if they were to participate in all 3? Hopefully they got to the May 16th one.
And then they connect by magnets to create the largest
That's
race series medal
awesome.
in the entire world.
How cool is that? I just love that. That's great. Very good. Well, this is awesome. But before we wrap up, can you give your contact information if people are interested in either producing their own run or if they just want to join in on some of the runs that you've mentioned today? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, our website, coastalraceproductions.com, has all of our races. You could also just go to runsunsetbeach.com, which takes you to the landing page for our Run Sunset site.
Okay.
There's a contact form. You can email us, info@coastalraceproductions. But yeah, just get in touch with
Okay.
either of us.
Very good. Well, we appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing what all the races hold. So thank you so much for sharing that with us
Thanks
today.
for having us, Kat.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Brunswick Biz, only on ATMC TV. Special thanks to our guests today, Anaya Salon, Calabash Elks Lodge, and Coastal Race Productions. If you have any questions about today's show or would like to see a guest on our show, remember it is free. Just give us a call at 755-1770. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next month for Brunswick Biz, where we connect Brunswick County one business at a time. Boutique, a women's and children's clothing store in Ocean Isle Beach, where charming and classic meet fun-loving and playful.